Good morning children. Welcome back to Max class. We'll continue with the same exercise. Question number 11. A TV tower stands vertically on a bank of a canal. From a point on the other bank directly opposite to the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degree. From another point 20 meter away from this point, on the line joining this point to the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 30 degree. Find the height of the tower and the width of the canal. So here diagram is already given in the textbook. A TV tower stands vertically on the bank of a canal. So here AB is the TV tower. So here we will write height of the tower. Height of the tower AB. Next, from a point on the other bank directly opposite to the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degree. So this tower is standing on the bank of a canal, and opposite to that tower, opposite to the canal, a person is standing at C and he is looking at the top of the tower. That is why angle of elevation is given as 60 degree. From a point on the other bank, so opposite side, directly opposite to the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degree. Means to the opposite side, a person is standing and looking at the top of the tower, that is 60 degree. Next, from another point 20 meter away from this point. So from C, the person is looking at the top of the tower with an angle of elevation 60 degree. From C, 20 meter away from the point on the line joining this point. So from C, 20 meter away. So that point is D. 20 meter away from this point on the line joining this point to the foot of the tower. So this line and this line is foot of the tower, joining the foot of the tower. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 30 degree. Again, from C, 20 meter away in the same line, a person is standing and looking at the top of the tower. That angle of elevation is 30 degree. We have to find the height of the tower AB, height of the tower AB, and the width of the canal. Which is the canal's width of the canal? This is BC. This is the bank of the canal where the tower was locating. Opposite side of the canal, a person is standing straight to that and looking at the top. So BC is the width of the canal. Given that, we should find out width of the canal. BC. That is also very bright question. So there are two angle of elevation. One is 60 degree and one is 30 degree. So angle of elevation in the first case, angle of elevation from point C, I write. From point C, that is 60 degree, and angle of elevation from point D equals 30 degree. CD is 20 meter. These are the values given in the question. We have to find out height of the tower and the width of the canal. So first we will consider the triangle which includes the vertical side, that is ABC we will consider. In triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree. So as we wanted to find even the height of the tower and the width of the canal, we will take opposite side by adjacent side. So we will write tan 60 is equal to opposite side is AB and adjacent side is BC. Right, BC. Tan 60 is root 3. Root 3 is equal to AB by BC. Cross multiply. Root 3 BC is equal to AB. This we will write it as equation 1. Here no values are given, so we will leave it as it is. Next we will consider the triangle. Which triangle we will consider? Always consider the triangle which is a right angle triangle. Don't consider triangle ACD because it's not a right angle triangle. ABD we have to consider. So in triangle ABD, angle B again 90 degree. So we will write tan 30 is equal to, tan 30 degree is equal to, opposite side for triangle ABD is AB. For 30 degree it is AB, that is the height of the tower, and the adjacent side is BD we will write. I will write here. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equal to AB, we should find. AB and BC both we should find. So first once again I will write here AB by BD, we can split it as BC plus CD. Now 1 by root 3 is equal to, now we will substitute all the values whichever is given. AB, it is already given root 3 BC. Even we should find BC. So I will write in terms of AB, this root 3 BC we will write. Root 3 BC we will write. Because BC also we want to find out. So as I have written here BC, this BC I will write. Plus CD, value is 20. So now only the unknown variable is here BC. Unknown value BC we should find. So try to convert the equation in terms of one unknown term. So that we can find out the term in an easy way. So now we will cross multiply. Cross multiplying time, root 3 into root 3 BC we should multiply. Root 3 into root 3 BC is equal to BC plus 20. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 BC minus BC is equal to 20. Therefore, 3 BC minus 1 BC is 2 BC. 2 BC equals 20. Therefore, BC equals 20 by 2. It is 10. What is 10? 10 is the distance, sorry, width of the canal. So, width of the canal we got 10 meter. Now, we want to find the height of the tower. Height of the tower we can substitute in one of the equation. Which one? First equation I will substitute. First equation is AB. AB equals root 3 BC, where BC is the width of the canal, is equal to root 3 into value of BC is 10. So, 10 root 3. So, height of the tower is 10 root 3. Next question, 12th one. From the top of a 7 meter high building, the angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degree and the angle of depression of the foot is 45 degree. Determine the height of the tower. From the top of a 7 meter high building, the angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degree. So here diagram will be little bit different because here the building and the tower are in different place. From the top of a 7 meter high building. So here I will draw one building. So AB is the building. So from the top of a 7 meter building, here 7 meter building, the angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degree. From the top of a 7 meter building. So here is from the top of the building, angle of elevation is given and top of a cable tower. So tower will be standing from the ground only. So we have to draw the diagram like this. See, like this. So AB is the building. From the top of the building, the angle of elevation of the top of the cable tower is 60 degree. So, from the top of a building, a person is standing and looking at the top of a tower. So, here we will complete this diagram. So, this is our diagram. Now, we will write CD is the tower. Height of the building. AB 7 meter. Height of the tower CD. From the top of a 7 meter high building, the angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degree and the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degree. So, from the same point, a person is looking at the top of the tower and at the same time, a person is looking at the foot of the tower. So, foot angle of depression will be downward angle. So, we have to draw like this angle. And this is the horizontal line. This is the line of sight. So, the angle we will get here as 45 degree. But here if you write angle, we cannot solve this sum. So, what we have to do is, we already had learned that AB and, here I will write a letter BE, AC and BE are two parallel lines and this is a transversal. Then, this angle and this angles are equal. They are alternate angles. So, this 45 degree we will write here and we will complete the sum. So once again I will repeat. In all the previous questions, top of the pedestal, the tower, what is that, statue was there, or top of the building, cable tower is there, like that. So here building is separate, tower is different. So building is 7 meter height. From the top of the building, a person is looking at a tower which is situated somewhere else. Angle of elevation is 60 degree. From the same point, from the top of the building, from the same place, the person is looking downward, looking at the foot of the tower. So that is 45 degree. Normally, angle of depression will be angle between the horizontal line and the line of sight. And this 45 degree, we will write it here because two lines are parallel and this is the transversal. So here it is 45 degree, and now we will do the sum. So we wanted to find height of the tower. So which is the tower? CD is the tower, we should find it. As AB is 7 meter, CE is also 7 meter. So angle of elevation first we will write. Angle of elevation is of the top of the tower is 60 degree. Angle of depression is 45 degree. 45 degree. And how we are getting this angle here? I'll write it. BE is parallel to AC and BC is the transversal. Therefore, angle EBC is equal to angle BCA or ACB. ACB alternate angle, and that is 45 degree. So like this question comes, we have to, if whenever angle of depression, we have to make it like this and we have to do the sum. Okay. Now we want to find the height of the tower. Tower and the building will be starting from the ground. So we should find the height of the tower CD. So now we will start with the triangle ABC or in triangle ACB. In triangle ACB, angle A equals 90 degree. So here height of the building is there. Now we will write opposite side by adjacent side. So tan 45 is equal to AB by AC. Tan 45 is 1, AB is 7 by AC. Cross multiply, we will get AC is equal to 7 meter. So this is 7. If AC is 7 meter, what about BE? That is also 7 meter we will get. AC is equal to BE is equal to 7 meter. Now we will consider next triangle, top triangle, BED. In triangle BED, angle E is equal to 90 degree. Even here we will write tan 60 degree is equal to, opposite side is DE, adjacent side is BE. Tan 60 is root 3. DE we don't know, we should find out. DE by BE. What is BE? As AC is 7, B is also 7. Will cross multiply. DE is equal to 7 root 3 we will get. So DE is 7 root 3. CE is 7 meter. What is the height of the tower? It is 7 plus 7 root 3. Therefore, height of the tower equals, what is, CD is the tower, CD equals CE plus DE equals 7 plus 7 root 3. We can take 7 common and write 7 into 1 plus root 3 meter. So this is the height of the tower. Next question. As observed from the top of a 75 meter high lighthouse from the sea level, the angle of depression of two ships are 30 degree and 45 degree. If one ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of the lighthouse, find the distance between the two ships. So as observed from the top of a 75 meter high lighthouse, so we have to draw a lighthouse which is 75 meter high. So here AB is the lighthouse 75 meter high. So from the top of a 75 meter lighthouse from the sea level, an angle of depression of two ships are 30 degree and 45 degrees. Here angle of depression is there. So we have to draw downward angle. angle of depression is downward angle. So this is the horizontal line. So here, now I'll draw a line here. Angle of depression of two ships are 30 degree and 45 degree. If one ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of the lighthouse. So here we can see two ships, one behind the other. So first angle of elevation, angle of depression are 30 degree and 45 degrees this is told. So first we will start with 30 degree, as I'll write a letter here EL, right? See, here is the angle of depression. So from the top of a lighthouse, a person is looking at the first ship. Here is the first ship. I'll write it as C. So angle of depression is 30 degrees. So from here he is looking. This is his line of sight and this is the horizontal line and this is 30 degree. And that 30 degree automatically we will get it here because BE and AC are two parallel lines. This is the transversal. These two are alternate angles. So this is the first ship. There are two ships, one behind the other. Both are in the same side of the lighthouse. So I have to mark one more ship. Let it be D, the position of the ship. Now what is the next angle of depression is 45 degree. From the same point, the person is looking at the next ship. So how we will mark the angle of depression? See here, from the same point, he is looking at the ship D. So this is the horizontal line and this is the line of sight. Angle between the horizontal line and the line of sight is angle of depression and that is 45 degree. And this 45 degree, this is the whole line of sight. Here we will get 45 degree. I think you understood how to mark the angles. Don't confuse. At a time, don't mark both the angles. We should start with one by one. So this is a horizontal line, imaginary line. From here, a person is first he will be looking at the first ship with an angle of depression 30 degree. So first angle is 30 degree. 30 degree will be starting from the horizontal line to the line of sight. In the same line we will mark 30 degree. Again horizontal line and this is the line of sight. This is the angle of depression. So the same line we will write angle of elevation here down. So now diagram is clear. Now we will write the values. Height of the lighthouse. Height of the lighthouse. AB 75 meter. 75 meter height. Angle of depression. Angle of depression we will write it as one is 30 degree and another one is 45 degree. So here first of all I'll write BE parallel to AC. BE parallel to AC. Therefore EBC, angle EBC is equal to angle BCA. Last letter, right? It is 30 degree. And again we will write EB parallel to, I'll write AD. BE parallel to AD, I'll write. So angle is EBD. Angle EBD is equal to angle BDA. It is 45 degree, both because of alternate angles. So angles already given here. Now we want to find the distance between the two ships. Distance between the two ships is CD. You should find distance between the two ships. That is CD. We should find. Now we will consider triangle ABD or ADB. In triangle ADB, angle A equals 90 degree. Here, even here we will write tan 45. Tan 45 is equal to AB by AD. Tan 45 is 1. AB is 75 by AD. Therefore, AD is equal to 75 meter. So, this is 75 we got. Now, we will consider the triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, angle A equals 90 degree. Tan 30 is equal to AB by AC. tan 30 is 1 by root 3. AB is 75 by AC can be split as AD plus CD, where CD we should find out. 1 by root 3 is equal to 75 by AD is 75 plus CD. Now we will cross multiply. Root 3 75, sorry 75 root 3. 75 root 3 is equal to 75 plus CD. 75 root 3 minus 75 is equal to CD. Therefore, CD is equal to 75, take common, root 3 minus 1 meter. So, the distance between the two ships is 75 into root 3 minus 1 meter. So, here the question, angle of depression is given. Both the angles are angle of depression. See carefully, understand, and one by one you have to mark the angles and we have to do this. Next question. A 1.2 meter tall girl sports a balloon moving with the wind in a horizontal line at a height of 88.2 meter from the ground. The angle of elevation of the balloon from the eye of the girl at any instant is 60 degree. After some time, the angle of elevation reduces to 30 degree. The diagram is given here. Find the distance travelled by the balloon during the interval. That is the question. So here, a 1.2 meter tall girl sports a balloon moving with the wind in a horizontal line at a height of 88.2 meter from the ground. So first, there is a girl who her height is 1.2 meter. So here we will write, first of all, AB is the girl. Height is 1.2 meter. I told you in the previous class, whenever the height of the child or the observer is given, we have to mark like this. So this is the girl having a height 1.2 meter. This girl observes a balloon moving with the wind in a horizontal line at a height of 88.2 meter from the ground. So the height of the balloon is 88.2 meter. So we will consider this is the height of the balloon and balloon is now here. Here is the balloon. So here we will write, this is CD and write CD. So AB and CD both are the height of the girl. Now height of the balloon, total height is 88.2 meter. Height of the, so as it is, this is 1.2, total height is 88.2 meter. What about this height? 88.2 minus 1.2. So that will become 87 meter from here. We are telling the height. Now the girl is looking at the balloon and what is the angle of elevation? 60 degree. First time when she look at the top of the or look at the balloon, angle of elevation is 60 degree. So this is 60 degree we will mark. And here we will write a letter E and write. Now next. After some time, the angle of elevation reduces to 30 degree. So after some time, the angle of elevation reduces to 30 degree. So this is the angle. Reduces to 30 degree means now the balloon is moving. It is already given that moving in the same line. So after some time, the balloon is somewhere here. So here I will mark. Here is the position of the balloon. And the girl is looking at the balloon. And angle of elevation becomes 30 degree. So here is the angle of elevation. Second angle of elevation is 30 degree. And here is the position. So now A, B, C, D, E. I'll write F, G and H I'll write. So now A, B, C, D, F, G. All the three are the height of the girl. And now DE is 87. The same way GH is also 87 meter. I think you are clear. Total height from the ground to the balloon is 88.2. From that we subtracted height of the girl 1.2. So this will become 87 meter. Now this is the diagram. First of all, the girl was standing at this position B and looking at the balloon. When the balloon was here in this position, angle of elevation was 60 degree. Afterwards the balloon moved towards the right and when she looked at the balloon, angle of elevation was 30 degree. It reduced and 30 degree. Now we want to find the distance traveled by the balloon during the interval. Now we want to find how much distance the balloon traveled from first position to the second position during this time. That means EH. This distance we should find out. So EH we should find. H we should find. So this EH will be same as DG or CF. This distance we should find. So first we will write height of the girl. Height of the girl equals girl AB equals AB, CD and FG. All are the height of the girls. 1.2 meter. Height of the balloon from the ground. Height of the balloon from the ground. From the ground it is CE or FH. Ground. CE, that is FH. Both are equal. Will be equal to 88.2 meter. Therefore, DE is equal to GH. Both are equal to 88.2 minus 1.2. It is 87 meter. Now, we want to find the distance between the balloon. That is, find the distance travelled by the balloon during the interval. Distance travelled by the balloon. Travelled by the balloon equals EH. We should find, or DG. EH, right? Question. Now first we will consider the triangle BDE we will consider. That is angle 60 degree. Angle of elevation, first case 60 degree and second case 30 degree. So in triangle BDE, angle D 90 degree. Same way we will write tan 60 degree equals DE divided by BD. Opposite side by adjacent side. Tan 60 is root 3. D is 87 and we should find BD. Cross multiply. Root 3 BD is equal to 87. BD equals 87 by root 3. I'll leave it as it is. Now we will consider the next triangle BGH. In triangle BGH, angle G is equal to 90 degree. Tan 30 degree is equal to, opposite side is GH, adjacent side is BG. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. GH, height, that is 87. BG can be written as BD plus DG. Now we will cross multiply. Root 3 into 87. 87 root 3 is equal to BD plus DG. 87 root 3 equals, what is the value of BD? We will substitute. So BD is 87 by root 3 plus DG we will write. So 87 root 3 minus 87 by root 3 is equal to DG. Similar question we did in the previous class. Root 3 is the LCM. So 87 root 3 into root 3. So 87 into 3 we will get minus 87 is equal to DG we will get. So as I did in the last sum, we will take 87 common, or you can multiply and subtract. I will take 87 common, 3 minus 1 I will write. You can multiply and subtract. By root 3 I will write. So here we will get 87 into 2 by root 3. So here we have to rationalize, multiply numerator and denominator by 3, root 3. We will get 87 into 2 into root 3 divided by 3. Cancel 3. 3 2s are 6. 27. 3 9s are 27. So 29 into 2, it is 58. 58 root 3. What is DG? DG is same as EH, and therefore the distance between the two balloons, or distance travelled by the balloon EH and DG. EH is equal to DG is equal to 58 root 3 meter. So first case, angle of elevation is 60 degree, and in the second case, when the balloon moves toward right side, angle of elevation is 30 degree. I hope you understood these sums. Practice the sums. Thank you.